I ain't want no. Oh, no. Oh, 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 oh. Step into the ring, it's the champion's corner time. WWE and AEW break it down. We shine from the top rope to the mat. All the action on the heat. Champions Corner podcast where the real fans meet. Champions Corner podcast where the real fans meet.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. This is the Champions Corner podcast, right on your TV, your laptop, your tablet, your phone, everything. We right here ready to talk to you about your favorite thing. That's wrestling, baby. That's where the real fans meet. And you know what's coming up, that Elimination Chamber this Saturday. I know who's ready. Who's winning? Let us know in the comments who you think's winning, who's taking it home, who's taking it to WrestleMania. Boy, the road WrestleMania, it goes fast. Boy, it's not that long away. It's only a few weeks away. Be at WrestleMania in Las Vegas, but you got to make a stop in Canada real quick. And my boy John Cena's gonna take that home, baby. And Bianca Belair is my other pick. I'm just go ahead and put it out there early. But this is the preview of Elimination Chamber. But we will talk about all the champion versus champion matches that were made for Roadblock for NXT between NXT and TNA. A lot of craziness going on there. And we'll talk about Dynamite because we are also on the road to Revolution. It's a revolution, people. And so we'll talk everything that went on Dynamite. We spoke to you about Collision, but Dynamite was pretty good. Especially that Orange Cassidy and Takeshita match. Boy, I need to go back and watch that one more time because I knew Takeshita was going to win, but Orange gave him that punch. He gave him a run for his money for that title. But we got Takeshita and Omega going on, but we'll talk about it in a little bit. But let's start off with these chamber matches. So like I say, you heard my picks. The professor is here. Who's your picks for that? I said I'm going for Cena for the men.
Okay, we're going straight to that, huh?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hey, get to.
Yeah, I hear you.
Pause.
Okay, I got Bianca. I'll take the Bianca pick because if it's not her, then I guess Alexa Bliss would probably be the only other one.
I don't want to put it down on that pick. I just don't see no momentum for Alexa Bliss right now. The momentum I see is for Bianca, especially after what happened on Monday Night Raw, where Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, they won the tag team titles off of Bianca and Naomi. I wasn't happy about it.
And that can come off as a distraction then. You say that's momentum, but that could be a distraction.
It can be, yeah, but it's also motivation. Come off that big loss could lead to a big win for Bianca.
Well, what about Naomi?
Or Naomi.
Yeah, but I say Naomi's in there. So, I mean, that's why it's conflicted because it is tag teams, everyone for themselves. So that's why I like the Bianca pick. It's just, if you had to pick someone else, it'd probably be Alexa, only because she's the only one that doesn't have a story. You say there's no momentum. I don't know if you remember the pop she got coming out at the Rumble. It was the biggest pop of the night. I can't discredit the crowd wouldn't be. No, it was the biggest pop of the night. There ain't no maybe about it.
And we ain't see her in 2 years. Of course she going to get something like that.
Hey,
she has a fan base.
Listen,
she went in the chamber.
I'm not questioning why. I'm just reminding you that it happened. She had the biggest pop of the night. And on top of that, I mean, if nothing else, that could be the reason why they could just be like, yeah, here you go, Alexa. Rhea Ripley.
That's not intriguing to me.
I hear you. You know, so some people say about Jey Uso and Gunther. So it's like, I don't know.
Hey, yeah, but the crowd is up for them. And we'll talk about Gunther in just a second. But I like I said, I want to keep with this Bianca and Naomi losing the tag team titles. Man, they lost because of Dom, of course. They had the big old fireworks and everything going off. And in that, backstage with Liv and Raquel, they said they didn't do it. They didn't have nothing involved. They didn't care about what happened to Jade, but they had no involvement. So they made it. They didn't say that before. They just kind of left it in the air, and you know.
Well, I mean, listen, you're innocent until proven guilty, and I guess if everyone kept coming down on them, they had to clear the air. Listen, just to clear, like even when Naomi, when it was like, remember how she, I guess, was said that she didn't do it, and how she was all like, "See, I told you I didn't do it."
Yeah.
Kind of the same thing with Liv and Raquel. Well, I'm about to say Alexa. Liv and Raquel, it's the same ordeal. I actually feel like, you know, they're just justifying their whole, it ain't us, leave us alone. We thought it was funny, but now it's not funny because y'all think we really did it.
Yeah, but she was just talking to Finn. So it's not like it's decision in the Judgment Day, but I don't think she would lie about that to Finn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I know they they've been going back and forth, and that's a mess because Finn just sour about his losses or whatnot. But he talking about Judgment Day looking bad. I also got a question about the Judgment Day real quick. Who do you think will be the new member that Dominic keeps trying to get in the group?
Oh, I have no idea.
I can't think of nobody that. I mean, it could be. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out.
From NXT, possibly.
Possibly, but he keeps saying we need a new member. And Finn keeps denying it. And so it's going to come to a point where either they kick Finn out and a member takes his place, or what. I don't know, but I'm just trying to rack my brain about who it could be, or if he's just saying we need a new member and doesn't have anybody in mind, because he was also bringing up somebody for Chad Gable. I'm like, is that the same person?
Well, you speak of that, I'm actually kind of curious. Who is Chad Gable practicing these lucha arts with? Because that part I'm kind of curious about. And I was really hoping that we'll get vignettes of Chad Gable practicing lucha.
Yeah.
Because, you know, WWE used to do that. At least they used to do that. They don't do vignettes no more.
So, Sean.
I guess I just want to see a funny one. And I think that would have been good and comical.
Actually, I haven't really seen Chad Gable much. I don't know. I guess we've seen more Ivy now.
Well, remember, he went on vacation. His whole thing was he was leaving for a while to go practice the art of lucha after losing to Penta, and he told Alpha American Made, the new group, go out there and win me some gold, and I don't want to come back without you guys having gold, because by the time I come back, I'll be a master luchador.
Right. Well, Ivy now is trying to make that happen. She's going after Lyra Valkyria after Lyra Valkyria had her first successful title defense against Dakota Kai. I feel we shouldn't bad for Dakota Kai, man. I feel like she deserves something, but she be injured a lot, so I mean, but I don't know. But yeah, Lyra,
she's in a faction that gets TV time. She gets to know,
I guess. But Lyra did have successful title defense, but like I said, immediately Ivy now was on her, and she showcased some of her moves. So she looked good in the Rumble, and she looked good right here attacking Dakota Kai. So I still don't think she wins whenever she faces her, but it's a good showing so far from Ivy now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I like that she's featured because I do like the idea of Ivy now being the powerhouse of the women's division to some degree outside of Rhea. You know, at least in the mid card range.
Yeah,
I think she's gonna lose too, but this is good because in the end, also Lyra needs to really build some momentum herself as a champion. This title defense she had with Dakota Kai was almost 40 days into her winning the championship. That's over a month, and she hadn't even defended it. So it's like she needs the next opponent almost immediately to really get fan momentum behind her and the championship. So
yeah,
good to see this all kind of happening quickly.
Yeah, that's nice.
I just hope they make stories of it and not just blow through it quickly.
Yeah, but I think it'd be like a TV feud. I don't see that happening at WrestleMania necessarily.
Well, that's fine.
As far as that match, I mean, if you had multiple women in it, maybe. But as far as Lyra Valkyria versus Ivy now, I don't think that's a WrestleMania match.
No, that's fine. No, it's not a Mania match, but like the title isn't a Mania title right now. Women's Intercontinental title. Yeah, you can't even get it on Elimination Chamber. There's nothing going on with that title. Like I said, 40 days and finally defending it. Yeah, it's going to be a minute and you know what? This goes to a bigger point. This is my biggest beef. So we talk about WWE, their lack of attention to the women's division. If you are not Rhea Ripley or if you are Bianca or Liv or anyone in that epsilon, you don't really get a lot of shine to your character or your presentation. You may have a match, may come out, but it's going to be dull. Tiffany Stratton, she's doing well. Lyra, she's a champion, she's not. You had people who were released. Like, they let go of Sonya Deville. You mean to tell me they had PFC, nothing for them to do as a unit, that they decided I don't know, it's just that women's division doesn't get a lot of focus. I can start going through the roster.
Yeah, that's why everybody says NXT has the best showcase of the women in the industry, actually.
Yeah,
not just WWE. So NXT is doing it very well, as far as I can see, as far as many can see.
But how is it that the main roster, that's my whole thing, the main roster, that's the key thing. Because you have, if Rhea Ripley, we don't have an opponent for her. And even after this, it's like, do we have a story for her?
Well, let's see. Because like I said, she has Io Sky next week, and she's never beat her. And she also named people she has beat, but guess who else wasn't on that list besides Io Sky? Belair. She didn't name her. I don't know. Did she beat her at NXT? I'm not sure. I don't know if she won that match or not.
Well, I can figure out real quick.
She ever beat Bianca?
Bianca Belair. Let's do matches.
I'm just leading to her Bianca win. I'm just trying to make a case for her Bianca win this chamber match, man. I'm trying to make a case for that.
I get that. No, I don't. There's nothing wrong with that in any extent. They beat Pure Fusion Collective together. A lot of times they teamed up, especially going into Survivor Series. They were doing a lot of teaming up.
They did team up. It is awesome. And that was part of the tease right there. From last year's Survivor Series. That was part of the tease for Bianca and Rhea Ripley.
Well, I mean, they graced the cover of UK, so the main one especially.
And I feel like they had I was looking up stuff with both of them. I think they had a match at Money in the Bank 1 year. I feel like they did.
Wow, they really did team up a lot.
Yeah. So I feel like they had a match there, and then they had a match at NXT. I think and other than that was about it. And other than them being the last two in the Royal Rumble where Bianca won that year. So those were interactions they've had.
But still kind of. So Rhea Ripley did beat Bianca for the NXT Championship twice. It was at a takeover. Actually, more than twice. She beat her quite a few times.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. These are like one-on-one matches. Oh, wow. Quite a few times.
Huh?
How far back can
Bianca went on? Bianca wasn't up there at that time.
Yeah, I get you.
She ain't what she is now.
Yeah.
So, it's time Bianca get some get back then, for real. I'm really rooting for her now. Ain't like I wasn't really rooting for her before, but I'm sure I really want Bianca to win the chamber and then win the title at WrestleMania.
I get you. It's about 5 times they had matches at NXT. Anytime they fought on the main roster, it's always been in multi-people matches.
Yeah.
And then more often than not, those two will be the ones who don't win.
We'll see what happens, like I said. But the Rhea got to get through Io Sky first, and I love Io Sky also. But I don't see
that should probably be the Mania match, honestly.
What? Io versus Rhea?
Yeah, because they could just build an entire thing off of that.
Yeah, I mean, it could.
Well, but Io should be in the chamber, too. But that's fine. I don't know.
I mean, she already getting her shot next Monday when Monday coming up. So I guess, that's what the chamber's for. So she already getting her shot. So, I mean, this is it. It just ain't at WrestleMania at all. What can you do? But, so if Rhea faces, where's that Rhea's losing?
Losing where? Oh, yes.
Next Monday. That's why I hate they doing it, because, I mean, you really expect us to believe Rhea might lose the title before Mania. I guess that's the intrigue, maybe, but I just don't. We all know they want Rhea to be at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's why I'm not too big on this Io Rhea match happening when it is. Again, I don't want to go on a whole rant, but it really is. I don't like how the women's division is being treated. I just don't. It's kind of treated as an afterthought to some degree. It just is. From top to bottom for the most part. Because the story of
it's not a lot of people built up the face Rhea. And I've seen some people comment on our stuff saying they want Alexa Bliss. But I don't know. I just don't think Alexa Bliss really has a chance against Rhea Ripley.
Okay, well, listen. Regardless of who has a chance? Just Bianca? Anyone has a chance they get in the ring. Like, that's just what wrestling is. I can't ignore that Alexa Bliss ain't a multi-time champion. Not only that, we don't know what the story could be because she may have ties to the Wyatt Six. So there's a lot of factors you could play with if she were to win that it wouldn't be a total bust.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I say the safe pick of Alexa, because again, if the Bianca thing and Jade ended with Liv and Raquel being the whole case, yeah, I could see that Bianca win it because she can just go behind and get away from that. But because it's still a mystery, I don't know. Like, I feel like Bianca's going to be tied up in the whole Jade Cargill thing since they still haven't figured that out. That's why I can't safely pick her. I would just pick her as, if you ask me, but I don't know. Alexa Bliss seemed like the company pick. Like, that might, okay, let me play this. Bianca, who I think may win, I guess, but I think they're going to pull the plug on Alexa Bliss.
Well, I don't say pull the plug. I mean, plug her in to the match. I guess I wouldn't be happy with it. I ain't gonna lie. I'd rather, if it wasn't Bianca, I'd rather Roxanne or Bayley.
I don't want to see Bayley.
You don't want to see that? Okay.
No, Bayley needs to be a heel or something because Bayley's kind of boring.
I got you. Yeah.
She's doing a lot. I give her credit, but I mean, just nothing that she does is interesting. And Roxanne, I don't want Roxanne's first Mania match to be a loss. Not just coming onto the roster. I don't know. It's just, and who are you? I guess that's the other part about it. Like, who are you?
Who are you for the main roster? Okay.
Yeah, like, you still got to build your name up here.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like I said, I'll be let down. And not just because it ain't Bianca. I just don't see, I don't have no intrigue in anybody else as much.
Hey, listen, the way you feel about that is how I feel about Randy Orton. Decorated champion who has great legacy.
RKO, baby.
I just don't care. I couldn't care less.
Man, let's see him come back at Elimination Chamber. That'll be that'll be something. But,
well, I guess for some.
You know, the match you gonna come in with Kevin Owens and Sammy, and I really enjoyed that sit down with Sammy, saying how that with them talking about how Kevin Owens was at his house or whatnot, and he's like, man, I just don't recognize myself. I don't recognize Kevin right now. Match gonna be more violent or more out there than any of our other matches throughout the years. The point that got me was like, he said he went to Kevin Owens' house and he just didn't know what he was going to do, but it wasn't good. Nothing good. And the fact that he saw Kevin's mom and kind of caught up with it, he did a, little conversation with his mom. He was like, he went home, was like, he couldn't be looking at himself in the mirror because of what he thought he was going to do. Because the thing is, he's so close to Kevin and they continue to go back and forth and he's on and off feud, or we teaming up now, or we feuding. But it's never been like this. And the point we're going into each other's house and involving each other's families. And I got to talk to your mama and with the thoughts I had in my head. Come on. And so, I don't know. It got to me. I was like, hey, it's getting deep, right? This should be WrestleMania right now. This is talking about Elimination Chamber. This should be Mania. That's why I had them paid for Mania. Huh?
Didn't they already have a match at Mania?
Yeah, we 37.
Yeah.
But it wasn't on this level.
I thought what he said was actually kind of funny. How he said nobody was home. I went there, no one was home. And then I saw his mom. I was like, okay, was someone home or not? Like, I was confused.
Well, I think she like just showed up. I don't know.
Either way,
I don't know.
I thought it was a pretty good promo. I like where it went. Let me ask you this question: do you think this match main events Elimination Chamber there?
No, the Chamber does. No, shoot, I don't even know about that. I mean, Rock is there, so I don't know.
Well, I'm asking, what's the last match of the night? Because this one is unsanctioned.
The last match, I mean, that would make sense if that was the last night because it's unsanctioned.
Yeah, because it's not technically part of the card, and that's why I'm thinking it may go on last.
It's in Canada, so you may be on to something.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, it's an unsanctioned match, and that was something I loved. I still can't look. I ain't always for the cheesy in wrestling, but I did like how Adam Pearce set the match up. I love that promo that happened between him and Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce was like, Kevin could do this to you. He could take that, and he could do this, and he could do that. And then Sammy retaliated with him saying the same thing Adam said, but in reverse. I could do this to Kevin, and you can't. And I love how, in the end of it, Adam Pearce was like, look, Sammy, I can give you this match, but I can't sanction it. So it's going to be unsanctioned. I don't know. It was so cheesy, but I loved it. With that being said, I feel like since they emphasized the severity of people's health and how WWE wants zero responsibility of this, I feel like it's going to be in the end. Because if this match was in the middle, it'll be like, well, why did we just let these two people kill themselves? And now we're going to try to put on Elimination Chamber. It's going to be weird.
That's going to be crazy how they do it. Plus, like I said, especially the violence of the two Elimination Chamber matches. But like I said, the fact that it says unsanctioned, it's in Canada where they both are, from. That makes me think it may be the last match that goes on. But like I said, with the Rock and Cody situation going on, and
can they do that at the pre-show?
Oh, you're not interested in that?
The Rock, look, I want it to be cinematic. Like, that's what I'd rather it be. I don't want The Rock in the ring stammering his words, trying to figure out the best way to deliver the simplest thing. I'd rather it be something that's pre-scripted, so that way we know how much time is left in the show and not guessing how much time you need in the show. Because if The Rock goes over, that means a match has to get cut.
Yeah. Well,
and The Rock will go over because it ain't like he cares.
It definitely is not a pre-show, but I believe it will be I want to say first, it'll be before the men's chamber.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll say that because I feel like
Cody's title.
Like Cody will decline his offer, and whoever wins the chamber, Rock will come out there and, do like a stare down or not stare down, but like a smirk or whatever, or I got my eye on you type of thing.
Mm. Well,
or come out and shake their hand, something like that.
Oh, well, I'm thinking a little bit different.
What's that?
I'm thinking if Cody rejects it, the person winning the chamber is the new corporate champion.
What's what I'm saying?
Well, I'm saying that he is not saying that Rock. I'm saying that okay. I guess what I'm really saying that
you think he'll strip Cody or something?
No, he ain't gonna strip Cody. He's gonna do a Vince McMahon thing and stick that person in the Mania match. Actually, he might just do that. I take that back. The Mania match could be triple threat. If Cena wins, Rock is going to incorporate someone else into that match, whether it's Drew McIntyre or CM Punk, or just to piss people off, Logan Paul.
Gosh.
If anyone else wins, CM Punk or Drew McIntyre, I'm going to lean CM Punk because CM Punk's fighting for this main event. And plus, Cena's not going to win. He can't get a pinfall. How does he win Elimination Chamber? That doesn't make any sense. That's his whole story. But anyway, I either got CM Punk.
The doubtful ones.
It ain't doubtful. It's just that's the story they told. Like, I'm not leaning on blind faith because I'm blinded by fandom. Don't tell me that I'm doubtful.
Okay. I mean, Cena's on the poster, but okay.
Okay, Cena's on the poster. Fantastic. There's a lot of people get on posters that lose.
He gonna win. I feel like he's gonna win.
Yeah, and then what? He wins at Mania?
Oh, yeah.
Boy, that'd just be the happy ending, huh?
Yeah, it will be.
That's why they're not going to give you that.
It's going to be great.
They're not going to give you that happy ending.
I mean, the ending going to be in December. I don't care what happens in December. I want this title right now.
No, and that's why they're not going to give it to you, because they got to build drama. This ain't drama, Cena wins. Then it'll be lull, Cena wins.
Hey, well, like I said, he could be Rock's champion.
Oh, he could be, but if he does that, I feel like he's going to give a speech. I don't know.
Speech?
Yeah, he's going to be like
speech on Raw.
I'm sorry. Well, yeah.
To explain himself.
I guess. It's going to be weird. I'm picking CM Punk.
This whole thing being weird with The Rock.
That's
kind of awkward and weird. Let's take it. I'm taking so. But either way, speaking of that, what did you think about Seth Rollins' conversation with Cody Rhodes on Monday Night Raw?
Oh, yeah, I guess it was a good message, but a horrible messenger. Seth Rollins is not the person to be delivering this message because he's betrayed more people himself than anyone else. Yeah. And I ain't gonna lie to you. The moment Seth music came on, I thought, it ain't this guy. Not this guy. He's notoriously known for backstabbing the Shield. What is he about to tell Cody to not do? The thing he did? So I I had practically zoned out for a good bit of that, except it's the wrong person to be telling this story.
He said he ain't the right one.
No.
I still enjoy the promo. I would think you would be on Seth's side with what he was saying, because it's kind of what Kevin Owens was saying almost, and you were saying Kevin Owens is right. You continue to say that on this show.
As I stated, right message, just the wrong messenger.
No, wrong messenger.
He ain't the right person to say that. That's the thing.
Okay,
so,
I got you.
It ain't gonna work for Seth.
But he was like, "Don't make me hate you." Yeah, I was like, "Wow." And then he said to me, "I'm coming for the title." Like, of course he gonna say that. I mean, he's in the chamber, so I mean, he said he's gonna say he gonna win. But he said, "I don't need your soul." But the part that got me, he said, "I don't want you to be a soulless shell of yourself." And I want to fight the guy who beat me with one arm in Hell in a Cell, came back and beat me at WrestleMania 38.
Yeah, okay. I get what he meant by it.
Yeah. You don't be a soulless shell of yourself, because I don't need your soul. I want your title. And so that's why I really enjoyed the promo. Seth Rollins is great on mic. It's like I said, it's almost like he almost made up for the Shield thing, but I guess in everybody's eyes, he can really never do so.
Well, it's not just that. It's just he can be conniving and dirty. Well, he can be a heel when he wants to be. Let's remember something. Seth, right now, may only be considered a face because of what happened at WrestleMania 40. I mean, other than that, he's been a heel for the most part, just even at his height. Except when he was Monday Night Rollins. That was definitely a face run.
Okay.
He was a Monday Night Messiah. I ain't gonna forget that run. The guy was running a Colt for at least an hour.
Because when did he become really a baby face? Because he was a heel at WrestleMania 38 when Cody came back.
Yep.
And where they fought 3 times. He was a heel throughout that whole thing. So I'm trying to think the moment he really turned babyface had to be right before he won the World Heavyweight Championship, because he was a face throughout that whole thing.
Well, okay. Might have been before that. But, I mean, for the most part, though, he's still... So it's not even just the Shield thing. But the Shield thing doesn't hurt. I mean, it doesn't help.
It don't. Because it's just a forever moment that's in our heads, etched in stone in our minds. And shared to the back of Roman Reigns, and especially with how him and Roman continue to go back and forth about it. It continues to come up. And it's never really... It wasn't settled at the Royal Rumble when they fought, and Seth had the Shield gear on, which is an awesome moment when that Shield music hit. And so, and that's why I feel like Roman should be fighting Seth at WrestleMania 41 if Roman is not going to fight The Rock.
Yeah. Yeah. The story's there. You know, I just want to mention one quick thing about that promo that really stuck in my craw for a moment. I don't know why. It's such a tedious thing, but it stuck with me. Cody called Seth the MVP of WrestleMania 40. I'm like, dude, let's be for real. The MVP of WrestleMania 40 is Cody Rhodes.
It can be, but
it is.
No.
Okay, before you go through, I'm going to give you this analogy.
Okay.
In the 3-1 finals comeback, who made the biggest shot in NBA history?
What? Kyrie?
All right, then, but who was the finals MVP?
Ron.
Okay, that's the point. Seth had the biggest distraction because he didn't even hit Roman. He took a Superman punch and a chair shot.
I get what you're saying.
That's it. I don't know.
It's just for Seth doing the tag match with Cody.
That he lost, by the way.
Well, Cody lost, yeah.
They lost that.
Yeah. And Seth defended his championship against Drew McIntyre. He
lost that too, yeah. So, okay.
Yeah.
Looking real good there, Scottie Pippen.
And then him coming out and helping Cody. So it just... Seth was just all over WrestleMania 40. So that's why he's saying that. But it's just...
It's Cody.
Cody ain't gonna give it to himself like that.
No, he doesn't have to. And that's nice of him. And I get what he's doing. That's why he's a politician. Because he does that politician speak. But no. It was not the MVP. I just want that in the airwaves. So that way Seth Rollins fans don't take that to their head and think something. Seth was not the MVP of WrestleMania 40. It was Cody Raheem Rhodes.
Not the Raheem. Radio Raheem. No, but I mean, what do you think? Should Cody take the offer from The Rock? Because I mean, personally, because Seth said, oh, you get a little bit extra than what you got, which is kind of what I said also. Okay, it's like, I think your family's set. I don't, it's no, I don't know what your aspirations are. He give you a minor role in one of his movies or this and that, but is it worth it? Why, and why would you do it? Especially after last year, because Rock keeps saying, oh, we're best friends now. It's like, you saying it, but we saw nothing other than you just come back and just saying, oh, that the Raw, debut of Raw on Netflix, and that was just weird to everybody. And now you talking about you want him to be your brother and you want his soul. So you want your brother's soul. Hey,
I mean, it is weird, and I didn't like the fact that they made this whole "we've been good friends since" and did not show the backstory. But okay, I'll play devil's advocate. What can you gain by being the corporate champion? Well, number one, you probably get a strong case of immunity, a title of opponents, where you kind of defend your championship when you want to and don't have to worry about too much of a chance of losing. So you get that luxury.
yeah.
Number two, you probably get the tribal chief schedule. Let's remember Roman was talking about. You get to come in and go whenever you want to. You probably get extra money when you want to. That's not to say that's what Cody will want, but perks that come with it. Secondly,
okay,
I can't act like being acquaintances with The Rock doesn't come with that pop culture crossover appeal. Cody could do a lot with that. And just being WWE champion is good. But I mean, honestly, if Cody was in a movie, it could probably help increase his popularity more. You bring along that big gold championship promoting that movie, well, now you're doing even bigger. I can't deny that that wouldn't be an extra beat where Cody wouldn't even have to wrestle for the rest of his life anymore. He could quit today. Well, not today, but hypothetically, if he joined The Rock and a year into it, he could probably step away and just pursue more of an outside career, much like how The Rock has. That's 3-4 years.
yeah. As far as the Roman schedule, I doubt it because he said he wants the John Cena schedule.
Yeah, I hear you.
So, but
Cena took that schedule when he was a bit younger, though. How old is Cody about it?
Cody has to be what, 38, 39?
He's on SmackDown, isn't he? Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. He's a world champion. He can be wherever he wants to.
Yeah. Yeah, 30, 39. And then, well, years ago,
39.
So years ago, Cody did say he wanted to quit at a certain age and have other outside aspirations. Like, but he said he continues to push that back. Especially, I'm pretty sure he does that now with what he has going on now. He's the world champion. And he is all over the place as the world champion.
He may not have to do that much if he becomes a corporate champion.
And on Raw, before Seth interrupted him, he was saying, with all our, fault and clawed for all I'm trying to get, I ain't got to do that no more if I take this offer. But that's just not Cody. That's what he is, scratch and claw to get what he needs. Work, the hard-working man, come from Dusty Rhodes, son of a plumber. You know what I'm saying? It's the hard-working man in the business. He's the quarterback. Okay. He takes the lead.
I can't act like I never saw a heel Cody before. I saw Bullet Club Cody, who's a little bit different than this Cody.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Absolute power can corrupt absolutely, too, though. So that's kind of the triggering here, where Cody is in a very vulnerable position. You want to know the true measure of a man, give him power. You would see his character in full light. Because money doesn't change who you are, it magnifies your personality. Well, not say. With that being said, Kevin Owens is already trying to tell people there's an underlying to Cody that you guys don't know. He does things for a selfish reason. I kind of been saying that too. Seth sort of warned Cody about leaning towards that. So, The Rock has his offer. If Cody takes it, I can see from the standpoint Cody is looking at it from want to be this fighting champion, but I do also want to make sure I could be there for my daughter, so I'm not walking with a cane or having trouble picking her up or things of that kind of nature. I don't know. It's just, it's ways of looking at it.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see what he does.
So like he's weighing his options, but he would definitely make a lot more enemies Nah, yeah. I mean, he's a world champion. He's gonna make him anyway because you're gonna have people coming at you no matter what, either way.
I've been saying that for a while, which is why I still don't understand why he teamed up with Roman to go against Solo. That whole thing caused all of this in the first place, just by the way. Him teaming up with Roman set the entire domino effect that we have right now. Nothing good came from it.
Yeah, it's a lot of mess. Okay, bro, from his fighting with Kevin and Seth, him going back and forth with Seth now. Probably past couple months he's been doing that a little bit here and there. Seth been going at everybody. But as far as the other people that's in the chamber, CM Punk had a face-to-face with Logan Paul. He called Logan Paul absolute nobody in the wrestling world. He's like he's less than a flash in the pan. I was like, dang, I don't like Logan Paul like that, but dang, get this man a little bit of credit. I mean, he's done things to get that went viral and, got people talking, but just, nobody just wants to see him because everybody gets some credit, but then nobody nobody wants to see him win.
Yeah, but I feel like he could just be a flash in the pan.
But he brings heat that a lot of these heels on the roster would die for.
I guess. I don't know. 'Cause some of this heat is like true go-away heat too. I don't know. Listen, I don't disagree with that flash in the pan statement. That match against Rey Mysterio kind of exposed Logan Paul to be the thing I said he could have been. And if people don't know, we have archives. Go back and check our past YouTubes. I'm specifically saying this because I don't remember what episode I said it in. But I did say that Logan Paul looks like the type of person who could put on a really good match if he has 3 weeks of training in that match. But you try to start having him just go week by week with a random person, I don't think he's that good. Yeah, he's athletic, but I mean, there's a lot of athletic people. That don't mean they can wrestle. And that's why I think Logan Paul it's gonna be an interesting fit to see how he continues, if he continues, because I did see a promo where he said he's all in on this. He doesn't need the WWE for money. He doesn't need them for fame. He doesn't need them for popularity. So he's in this for the real thing. Time will tell on that. But as of right now, I could agree with Flash in the Pan because you could talk about those moments, but like anything viral comes and it goes.
Yeah.
It's here today, gone tomorrow. I can forget who remembers hide your kids, hide your wives? Like that was viral. That guy went really big and now what? It's just gone. Flash in the pan.
It's still good. We still see it every now and again, but
he's a flash in the pan.
I mean, other memes and stuff like that. So you see, Logan Paul is a meme.
Yeah, he's a meme because his biggest moments are what? The cross country with Ricochet.
Yeah.
And then probably the Spanish Fly with Ricochet. Off the table, onto the table.
Yeah.
See, I had to remind you of that one.
Yeah, but other ones, the thing he did with LA Knight at a SummerSlam, that springboard to the outside.
Okay. I don't remember that one very well.
Yeah.
But the most viral one is the one of him and Ricochet.
It is. And then the match he had with Roman Reigns was good. They Saudi.
Yeah. People are weird about those Saudi things, though.
But I'm just tired of him saying, I'm full-time WWE now. Y'all better watch out. But he's not there like full-time to me. It don't seem like he's there full-time.
He needs to wrestle.
Yeah. It's like, you want to make him a main attraction type of wrestler. I'm like, you ain't paying no dues
Nah,
he's not here on a regular basis, man.
He needs to do weekly matches, or I need to see him on a house show circuit.
Right.
And then I'll take him more seriously.
He gives some more respect.
I'm on the fence with the respect thing with Logan Paul. Like, I can respect the fact that he gets in there and he's willing to take the beating. But as far as putting him on this whole, I'm taking back this whole, he's really good at the whole wrestling thing. Like, he's good at it, but you don't know about really good.
Yeah.
He's competent enough.
He's competent enough.
He could probably go to LFG.
Oh, that's been very interesting on that. I gotta see where that goes. Cause I've seen the girl who won Olympic gold. She's on there, and the Holyfield's son is on there. So that's a number of people that's doing pretty good. And Billy Ray and Taker and Mickey James. And who else is on there?
T.
Yeah, Booker T. Yeah. Except Booker T. I like them as coaches.
Okay. Undertaker.
Because especially Billy Ray also, he just be real in your face about how you feel. I mean, that's what they need. people need. They need real feedback. If somebody buck back at them like one of the guys did to Bully Ray, but Bully Ray is going to continue to tell his point and cook them. You know what I'm saying? As they say, and you ain't got it right now. You got potential, but what I just heard was trash. But like I said, it's an interesting show. I gotta continue to watch and see where it goes. Like I said, all these type of shows, it ain't the final person that's the winner. But I'm trying to see how this is playing out. I don't know if it's the people elimination or what.
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure either. That's a good question. I've only seen parts of the first episode. I didn't see too much of the second one. But we'll see. I usually like to give shows quite a few episodes so that way I can just kind of watch it when I want to.
Yeah. But it's interesting because, like I said, WWE has all type of facets to get young talent or just new talent involved and see what they can get from it. Like I said, they got LFG, got WWE ID going on, got NXT itself.
You got the NIL. They do have
NIL.
Evolve. That'll be on Tubi. Yeah. They have a WWE is interesting because they're known for taking out the territories in wrestling, and now we're witnessing them creating a new scene of territories in wrestling. And plus, you got the partnership with TNA. You got to count that in there as another form of possible development, if not just a gateway.
Oh yeah, boy, that crossover right there with all the matches they made for Roadblock, man.
Yeah.
Yo, I mean, the main one is Oba versus Moose for both titles on the line.
That is interesting.
Like, yo, and a surprising one, Julia and Stephanie were cool. And both of those titles on the line.
Yeah,
I did not expect that.
I don't know. I'm kind of weird. Why is all this happening? Is what I'm kind of wondering.
Yeah, it's like a Worlds Collide type of show for Roadblock. So I'm like, well, why are they putting those two titles on the line?
They really should do Worlds Collide.
I mean,
I think Worlds Collide with NXT and NXT UK.
Yeah. But I mean, that's pretty much what this is, though.
I know, but they should call it that.
Yeah. But I was trying to figure out, like, why are they have a second thoughts about the North American Women's title? And are they trying to combine it with the NXT Women's Championship or what?
No, I figured it's going to be two titles. Like, someone just walk around with two belts.
Oh, okay.
They didn't say anything about a unification.
Yeah. They didn't say it yet. I mean, I don't know. We got some time, but it's just kind of crazy that they put those titles on the line like that. And for another match they made was the Hardy Boys, who had a match on NXT, looking pretty good. They look pretty decent. And we got a match against Fraxium.
Yeah.
Well, I say decent because I feel like they really slowed down. I watched the Hardy Boys pretty much all my life, and I just see how much slowed down they are now.
Yeah.
But still could put on a good match, but it's just they ain't on the same time.
Well, you know what? This is where maybe that brother connection comes in, and you just kind of get them with that veteran status.
They got to. That's the key to winning on this one because Fraxium has done great, and I think this one is just for the TNA tag titles.
Oh wow, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
TNA about to lose all their titles to these NXT people.
You can see it.
I know that's gonna be bad for business. I don't see how that'll be good for it. TNA needs to win these matches. I don't know. This is that's risky. The world title and the tag titles.
I mean, it's not the world title. It's the X Division title.
It's the NXT as the X Division title.
Yeah, like what? Like why? I'll say. I think I was just put it in that group chat. I don't know if I said it on the show. Like, does this make Joe Hendry look bad? Like he ain't doing nothing at this show that I know of yet. He was in the Royal Rumble. That was cool, but you're not going up against Over.
Well, they call
him Moose the face of the franchise. They call him Moose the face.
He probably is the face of the Well, I mean, just because you had a world title don't mean you're the face of the franchise. That could be the case. Now, Moose could be the face of the franchise. Because, I mean, we all love Joe Hendry, but it's like, okay, even when Cena wasn't champion, Randy Orton was champion, right? But it looked like Cena was the face.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things. With that being said, I don't know what's happening on TNA. So Joe Hendry may be busy doing something there. In fact, TNA's on right now. He may be busy in a storyline that I don't know anything about because I don't really watch TNA.
we got to catch up on that one, but I just thought he would still be involved in this type of situation.
Oh yeah, most definitely. At least just in NXT, because he was
right. I mean, this is big, man. I bet she was talking about more than whatever else he's doing. I'm like, that ain't got our attention yet. So this is what's grabbing their attention. And Oba being over there in TNA and did his thing and came, and now Moose is over here having a heat because he defended his TNA exhibition title against Lexus King and won that match. And so now he's going to defend against Oba in a champion versus champion match. It's going to be big, man. Roadblocks is going to be something to see. I got to get a date on that. And see what other matches they actually put on this show because I'm very interested in seeing how they pull this off. Santino Marella was on that too. There's a lot of welcome backs on NXT with Hardy Boys and Santino Marella, so that was a good moment with him because he's like the
GM.
Yeah, South Virginia. Yeah. So
yeah, he runs NXT and TNA. Joe Henry has been having matches. He's defended the title against Ryan Namath and Hammerstone.
Hammerstone was on.
Yeah,
he was on NXT for he fought Oba, lost to Oba. So I mean, we was talking about how TNA getting the upper hand in this deal situation, but if they lose a lot of these matches, I don't know how that will look for TNA.
Well, it's gonna look like the it's gonna look like the AEW deal to some degree. They'll lose a lot of it. Well, I don't know. TNA. TNA.
I mean, we always used to watch them, but as far as this show, rest of the show, like I said, I want to continue to mention the women are like the best women's division in the industry, where Jordan Grace and Roxanne going head to head. And so Jordan Grace says she's going to be a champion soon, or at least face one of these champions soon. And Roxanne saying she's going to win the chamber, win the world title, and probably take back the NXT title too. So she going to be Roxy 2 belts or whatever. And so if Roxanne doesn't win the chamber, I think, is she still going to be in NXT going back and forth for the women there? Or is she coming to the main roster? Or, I mean, what's going on?
I don't know. That's a good question. I guess it'd be one of those things to see how it plays, once it's completed with the chamber, if she wins or she not. But I think she might have gone to the main roster at this point. Well, she could just go back and forth. I mean, it seems like it's kind of a revolving door with NXT.
It has to be, because like I said, if she going, like I said, doing this face-to-face with Jordan Grace, I don't see how they don't pay that off. And she still be down there for a little bit.
Jordan Grace make her way up.
I mean, that's possible, but she said she going against either Julia or Stephanie, so I think she's staying out there for a little longer, at least past Mania and maybe going into the summer.
I don't know. Well, listen, they need to do something on the women's division, so probably good for her to wait for a moment.
Yeah, but I'm saying nobody should be going up right now anyway before Mania, unless they just already have a plan for them at Mania.
Yeah, that would be the idea. It would be.
But yeah, but you could, like I said, in the other match, you got Jada Parker and Kalani got going on. But I don't know who the bad guy is in that match, though. If they did that, they going back and forth with them two. Because Kalani kind of reaching her breaking point, but and Jada just ain't playing with nobody. I don't care. It don't matter who it is on the roster.
Yeah.
I'm ready to see that match. But what is going on with Trick Williams?
Yeah, good question. The man's lost it. He lost his title. And he getting his title back. I don't know. What do you think is going on with him?
I don't know. I just think, I mean, he thinks he's being treated unfairly, or because he didn't get a shot when they got Austin Theory and they had Grayson Waller get a shot, and now he lost to Eddie Thorpe now. And so it's just like it's a downward spiral right now for a little bit. But
he's going through adversity, and it's kind of been a minute since Trick's gone through adversity. I guess this would be good for him. I hate to say that, like, everything's going against him, because I can kind of see his frustration in not getting his title shot opportunity. Like, where's my rematch? But I don't know what's going to happen. This is going to be an interesting breaking point for him, because we're going to see if he turns heel based on all of this negative outcomes that he's running into.
Yeah, because he got Javon Evans' face. I was like, oh, what? That's your boy. That's your boy right there. You know what I'm saying? And then old boy Ricky Saints came back, came in the middle of them two, and he had a tag match with Javon Evans against Ethan Page and who was that? Wesley?
Yeah, Wesley.
Yeah. Ricky Saints and Javon Evans won that. And I saw a promo in the back with Ricky Saints, like exclusive promo. And he got real emotional about that tag match. And like, I guess it wasn't just about the tag match, I guess. It's about him just being in WWE period. But he got pretty emotional about it. And he said that was like a statement match. I was like, I don't know what a statement match like that.
But did you hear the fans?
Well, yeah. I don't know. I just figured he would say that about a singles match, not a tag match. I don't know.
Well, I think it's because of the fans' reaction. When the fans are chanting Tony fumbled, it's sort of a sense of validation that he may feel in that moment. So it may be a lot of that kind of happening. I don't know what happened with him in AEW, but all I know is that he was in a really good program with CM Punk, and CM Punk got fired, and he had to finish that same program with Bryan Danielson, and then after that, he was just off TV. He was then put in a tag team with Big Bill, and they became tag team champions, and he had one little snippy run-in with Edge, Copeland, and he was off TV for a moment, and it's like, I don't know what it was, but either way, he might have just felt a sense of validation, like, I am at a place where I know that I can take my talents and truly go to the top and not have to worry about favoritism of some sort, which, of course, every place has favoritism.
Of course.
But that's what it might have been. Might have just been a lot of that.
I guess, but like I said, I guess he just really wanted to get to WWE, which is a lot of people's dream. That's people a lot of people grew up with. AEW is a great fact for it's great for the industry, but I mean, it's just you can't fight against what people grew up on, and what their dream was, and it probably still is. Some people dream change for some people, and they happy with somewhere else. But I mean, a lot of people just grew up on what WWE is, and the moments they had in that company, and so here he is. And once he makes it to the main roster, it's gonna be even bigger. But speaking of AEW, let's go ahead and move on to there. We got Revolution coming up, and Copeland is ready. Yeah, so he had that loss at Grand Slam. He's ready, and it seemed like the Death Riders are backing up, and they headed to the hospital.
Yeah, they're being taken out.
So I was like, man, what has actually happened with Adam Copeland being
Well, let me ask you this question. Do you think he has a better chance of winning?
I mean, if he is able to take some of the members of Death Riders out, like he's
they're
doing.
out, though. I mean, look, Pac is out. I think Claudio is out, and Jordan Grace is out, or Will is out. I think it's just Moxley at this point for the most part.
Shafir.
Yeah, Marie, she's out because Willow gave her a concerto.
Yeah. I mean, they still they got a week.
Yeah.
They got a week till a Revolution. So I don't know if they're gonna be fully out. They just got knocked out. I don't know.
Well, look, Darby Allin was just pushed down some stairs. Now, I seen Darby Allin survive a lot, but being pushed down some stairs, that man has not been on TV in a moment. These are take me out type moves that they're doing storyline wise.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be back. It could be.
Yeah.
But you still don't think Copeland's going to win?
I'm not entirely sure he's not. That's only because I feel like what we thought of with the cash-in with Christian, but if he's taking out the members of Death Riders, the Death Riders have helped Moxley win a lot. So he has a chance. He has more of a chance than I thought he would have after this happened on Dynamite. And so the match is intriguing me more. I don't know about you. I know how you feel about Death Riders in this match. Yeah. But are you intrigued a little bit more about after what happened?
No, I still couldn't care less. I couldn't. Nah, none of this is doing anything for me. It really isn't.
Well, what match at Revolution has your attention?
Kenny and Takeshita. I got to see the West. So with the Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher, I know it's going to be a good match. I just don't think I care.
Really?
Yeah, because this feud isn't really doing it for me. Because it's like, I don't know. I feel like they're only fighting because they need something for them to do. As opposed to, I know there's supposed to be a feud, but When did Kyle Fletcher beat Ospreay? He beat him at the C2, or was that just a straight one-on-one match? Oh, that was a straight one-on-one match.
Yeah.
And then Will Ospreay got his revenge back in the Continental Classic. So this would be the rubber match, and that's cool and all. I guess another part of me is like, Will Ospreay's going to win anyway.
I don't know. It's a cage match, and Don Callis' family right there behind them. I mean, you see, the two big guys, they lost against the Outrunners, so they might be there to help them. They ain't doing nothing else. I mean, they must still be feuding with the Hurt Syndicate, but I don't know.
Wait a minute. Yeah, that was, wow. I just realized something. Yeah, they're not going for the tag titles now. The Outrunners are going for the tag titles.
Yeah.
That was the whole, oh, wow, that was that match.
Yeah, but they still could be feuding with them, but they not going for the titles just yet.
Well, either way, I don't think that Fletcher's going to win.
I don't know. I feel like he has a chance. I don't think he's going to win the first match, but he did. And then they still got, what's his name? Mark Davis?
Yeah, Mark Davis.
And Mark Davis is on the squad, so that might have a factor in it. So we'll see. It's Ospreay, so I'm still looking forward to the match no matter what. It's Ospreay. And Fletcher. Fletcher's good, but Ospreay's on a different level, I feel like. And he was fighting in the crowd, and that was a good moment. After the match, Ospreay and what's his name?
Alice?
No. Who Ospreay fought before he started fighting in the crowd with Fletcher?
Oh, the Bad Apple?
Brian Keith.
Brian Keith. Bad Apple.
And that was a pretty good match. So I don't know. I can't. A lot of these matches, I can't really call a winner on all of them. I'm gonna give you my picks next week. Well, after the go home show. But right now I can't call it. I can't call it.
I will say, I think that is actually a compliment to AEW as far as their storytelling, or for what they are doing now. There was a time when a pay-per-view would come up, and you can almost look at it blindfolded and tell who's going to win most of those matches. I will admit it's not as easy to kind of really go, because MJF, Hangman Page, that match feel like can go either way for the sake of it just start. Well, it's not start. They've been feuding forever. I'm picking Hangman.
Oh yeah. Especially, no, that's not. I was thinking that match is for the number contender, but that's going to be the Swerve and Ricochet
match now, which that's going to be interesting because there may be a turn that happens there. Maybe Prince Nana turns on Swerve. Who knows? I don't want that to happen. I'd rather just have Swerve turn on none. I'd rather have neither one, but I don't like turns. I'm really indifferent with them. Unless it's Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, I'm not too big on turn.
Yeah, that needs to happen ASAP. But I was surprised this match was the match they put for the number one contender match.
Yeah, I can see why.
I thought it was just like either, I don't know if at the end of Swerve and Ricochet's feud, but I thought just another chapter in their feud with this match. We going for the title because they haven't been talking. I mean, Nana was speaking to Swerve about you need to focus on the World Championship, but I figured the Swerve would want to get this match out of the way first and then talk about contention to that. But so that's why I was kind of surprised they would put the number one contender on that match, whoever wins.
No, I get what you're saying, and it does seem like it was more of a let's get this out the way, and then we could be champions again.
Yeah.
The only reason I could imagine they made this for the title was because it makes it interesting. Not to say it wasn't interesting already, but it's like Ricochet had played this whole I don't need a reason to fight you because I already beat you. And Nana just had to throw an incentive to make it a match.
Yeah. And then, because I thought it was going to be like more about their role within a championship match.
Should have been. It should have just been about the role because, well, again, how do you get Ricochet to accept a match? I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. But no, it really should have just been about the role because that seems to be the greater story anyway.
Oh, so what would the next match be that would be intriguing, though? Like a Ricochet versus Colt? Or
whoever the world champion is.
Or a Swerve versus Moxley. Which match? Ooh.
See, that's the God, both of them. It's just why I hate the world title scene. I don't like either one of these this champion. The answer is yes, have that person win. Ricochet or Swerve. I don't want Copeland or Moxley to be champion.
Okay.
In a perfect world, rather see I'd rather see Hangman and MJF for the world title, or Swerve and MJF for the world title. Any of these four people, any of those three people, specifically those three people, MJF, Hangman, or Swerve, I'd rather see any of them with the world belt than anyone else on the roster.
So you want to see Ricochet in there?
I don't want Ricochet as a world champion because his character is fine, but it ain't a world champion character.
Okay.
It's just one of those annoying little heels, but he still hadn't really become that. I don't know if he's trying to be a maniacal heel or an annoying heel or what. It's just, it ain't world champion. I know that.
Yeah.
I ain't paying to see him.
It's the best he's ever been as a character, though. And so, and a lot of people just giving him credit for that. And so, but it's still, I guess it still has some building to do with it.
I know. And you know what? I got to be like the Rob Parker, this whole thing. It's not that I don't want to give him credit, but it's like, if you had the personality of Plank from Ed, Ned, and Eddie for most of your career, any form of a personality is an improvement. So it's like, what type of bar are we setting? This is the best character he's ever been. Well, he's never really been a character. So, yeah.
Yeah.
His best thing was the Lucha Underground, which, by the way, just want to throw this in here. TKO has bought the rights to Lucha Underground. Yeah, so there may be possible story crossover, history mention. Who knows? They may incorporate it some way with WWE. Just, that's an interesting little tidbit. TKO does have the rights to Lucha Underground.
Boy. Hey, well, that company trying to take it over it all. You know what I'm saying? Whatever AEW ain't got, it's trying to get.
TKO does have a lot. They got UFC, WWE, probably more. TKO Industries.
Taking over the fight game. You know what I'm saying? That's very interesting. But as far as the workshop picture, I'm glad in the Death Riders, I'm glad Marina Shafir is interacting more with the women. They're just following Moxley and them around and trying to help them fight their battles. Fight the women.
Yeah, right.
So I'm always glad to see Willow Nightingale. Always. And I'm ready to see that Toni Storm and Mariah May, but we've talked about that. I want to talk about Mercedes Moné. I feel like opponent. Yeah. What was that, Momo?
Yeah. Oh, I just had it up here.
I don't see her losing to her.
Oh, no, me either. I don't either. But that's not the story. I guess it should be.
It should be.
It is at the main event. But no,
well,
the real
as far
story.
As that TBS title goes.
Well, it should be. But she ran into Billy Starks backstage.
Yeah.
And Billy Starks is known to be one of Athena's minions in Ring of Honor. Billy Starks has had 2 chances at the Ring of Honor Championship and lost, which I really thought she was going to beat Athena one time. And I was going to... Either way, the point is, Mercedes may be getting ready to battle Athena pretty soon. Now, here's my question. Going right into it. If she fights Athena, who's still a Ring of Honor champion, and the longest reigning Ring of Honor champion, just of all time, if she goes against Mercedes and they do a title for title, TBS, you think Mercedes is going to win this match?
I feel like Athena should win this match to finally get her shine. I just feel like that's it. I mean, Mercedes got 3 other belts. And they all, granted, they in other companies or whatnot. But this will leave room for Mercedes to go for the AEW Women's Championship. And Athena to rise to where she's rightfully deserves for all that she's done with that Ring of Honor Women's Championship. And for that long reign, get the TBS title, finally be on Dynamite on a regular basis, and then finally have Mercedes go up, and hopefully Toni Storm retains, and then Toni versus Mercedes Moné.
The idea.
Yeah. That's how it should be. I wouldn't mind seeing Mercedes versus Mariah May, but heel versus heel, nah. I'd rather be a heel versus a beloved babyface and Toni Storm. Keep her a title, getting the ending she wanted with her mentee or Mariah May, and then Mercedes going right up and saying she's the boss. Or see the CEO. I'm not sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's CEO. Yeah, no. I mean, it's fine if you call her boss, because a boss is a CEO. You just can't call her Sasha. That's not her name.
Yeah.
Just for the record, though, Athena's been Ring of Honor champion for 811 days.
Jeez, and that ain't no pandemic type of reign either. Because
this is all during a live audience.
Well, yeah, a lot of people. Only reason I say that because the reign that Gunther and Walter and what's her name, who had the NXT UK championship for all those days, they had during that pandemic time where a lot of time it wasn't defended, but they counted all them days. That's the only reason I say that. They had the longest reigns with those titles, and one of the longest reigns in wrestling at that time. And so that's the only reason I say that. And I want to give Athena all the credit she could get. She ain't getting the shine like she should. So I want to give Athena all the credit she can get.
Well, that goes back to the whole thing. Like, if a tree falls in the woods and no one's there, do you hear it? If Athena has an 811-day reign and hardly anyone sees it, does it count?
Yeah, I guess. You can put that in. It's kind of the same comparison, yeah.
She didn't lose a single match in 2024.
Yes.
She's only lost one match this year, and that was a tag match. So, yeah, she's having a really superior run. But if you don't watch Stardom or Ring of Honor, you may not be seeing any of it.
Yeah, that's it. That's why I said get her up to this TBS championship, win that, and show why she should have been showcased a long time ago.
Yeah, she should have been Jade Cargill for the TBS championship a long time ago. But that's my opinion.
I mean, granted, from what I've seen, what most people seen before, she has a personality that Mercedes has, but people don't think Mercedes is good on the mic. So, I mean, I don't know.
No, that's the reason you mentioned Mariah May, heel versus heel. I ain't gonna lie to you. If Mariah May went against Mercedes, I think the crowd would cheer for Mariah May.
Wow.
Yeah, I think they would actually root for Mariah May to win, especially if Mercedes keeps going on a win streak she's going on. Because mind you, 4 championships at this point, and notice she never does any of her promos in the ring. They're always backstage segments.
Yeah.
Because the crowd really don't feel her like that. She talks like a 2K character. She doesn't even talk like a real person.
Yeah, and her last opponent, Holly Cameron, and she got a win.
Yeah, she beat Deonna Purrazzo.
I also very surprised about it. I know she get a lot of momentum right now after that Mercedes match, but
the crowd loves her.
Yeah, she had a whole interview with Renee, and then she got this win on Dynamite. So I was like, okay, they're trying to get her up there.
Oh, the crowd loves her, dude. The crowd was loving her well before the Mercedes match. In fact, their crowd loving her is what got her that Mercedes match. Because honestly, I don't think she would have been on Grand Slam.
No, I mean, but like I said, that crowd is what you need behind you. You need that crowd.
She's not for nothing. She's funny. She's talented. When she comes on camera, she usually does something that's eye catching. She has a look.
And then she got them puppets.
Yeah, that helps.
Puppets. You have a match maybe building up for the TNT title where Adam Cole might get that shot.
Yeah, I saw that. Did you see how that match ended?
Yeah, I was like,
did you see that scuffle between Roderick Strong and FTR?
Yeah, and did somebody in the crowd get hit in that match?
I don't know, maybe.
It looked like somebody in the crowd got hit. I don't know. I might have to watch that again. But still, when it was on the outside, somebody got kicked in the face. It seemed to look like.
I didn't see that part.
Check it back. Maybe I'm wrong with it. I don't know. That's what it looked like.
But it's just weird because at the end of the match, Adam Cole gets a win. Garcia looks all upset. And then there is this moment where Garcia is trying to shake Adam Cole's hand and Kyle O'Reilly kicks Garcia's hand out the way.
Yeah.
And they're like, what's that all about? And then Roderick Strong starts jaw-jacking at Dax. And then he spits at Dax. And they kind of get at it. And then while this is happening, Excalibur is announcing that the match between Adam Cole and Roderick Garcia is happening on Collision. But that scuffle really didn't seem... It seemed a bit off. Like, it seemed like they were trying to build a match between Adam Cole and Garcia, but it looks like a tag match actually built between FTR and the Kingdom.
Well, I feel like that could still happen.
Yeah, it's just.
I mean, that's what happened here, but I mean, it could be like two separate matches.
I know it's just the way how things were announced and how they played out just didn't sync up. And you know what? Oh, I forget. I'm going on a rant because I feel like ranting a little bit.
Hey, go
That's
ahead.
one of my issues with AEW. A lot of this stuff doesn't always seem to sync up, and I blame commentary for it. I am so tired of Excalibur on commentary. He is becoming one of the most cringy and awful people to listen to. There was a moment in the match between Deonna Purrazzo and Harley Cameron that him and Tony Schiavone started talking about something that had nothing to do with wrestling. And it was just out of place and boring. He talks during the entrances. That doesn't help anyone. He's always at an exposition that usually leads to nothing. Excalibur talks too much. Someone needs to get on the mic and tell him at times, shut up, or get back to talking about the match. I don't know. I'm getting tired of them. And AEW can be so much more pleasing to listen to when it's Tony Schiavone, Nigel McGuinness, and Taz. Don't bring JR. Just don't bring JR. Just leave that man at home. He's done his job. He doesn't need to do commentary anymore. And Excalibur just needs to reel it in a little.
Yeah, but Excalibur knows. Oh, I guess he knows all the moves and stuff like that. They try to get him in there to do that and do all like the advertising or tell you what's coming up next and stuff like that.
You know what? Mike Tenay knew all the moves, but Mike Tenay didn't do lead commentary. Let Tony Schiavone do lead commentary.
Yeah, I don't know that.
No, let Taz do lead
he's the newest guy they trying to put out there to do a lot of the work. So
yeah,
they try to give Tony Schiavone and Jim Ross. They all both been in business so long. They try to give them a little ease and break. So they try to get. That's what get Excalibur to pack all this stuff in and say that.
Well, don't give them so much to say in that extent. Learn to space it out. And still tell Excalibur to just kind of, he talks too much sometimes.
See.
Too much. I don't know. The production thing, we got to mention the Christopher Daniels ordeal.
Yeah.
Stabbing himself in the head. Number one, why was that either shot live? Or two, why did Christopher Daniels not know when to do it? And three, why are you bleeding for real anyway? Just, like, either, one, record the whole thing earlier so you don't have to worry about that. Or two, just simply do the thing and then say action. Don't just say action and he's doing it. And secondly, again, why are you actually cutting yourself? Just apply a blood pack.
Yeah, that's a big L on that one. I don't know. This shit. That's why it don't need a total overhaul, like some people say. It just tighten up certain things.
Yeah, this really is. Just
tighten it up.
That's it, yeah.
And straighten your tie. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Because something like that should never be shown like that. That's just bad production, bad timing.
And I know it's live TV and these things happen, but AEW has a lot of this now. Either the audio isn't always in sync or horrible. Camera cuts are never. They do need a new producer or whoever is telling them to cut to the camera here, because sometimes you be missing things. Yeah. And then they can never find the exact camera angle they need to catch the spot they're looking for.
Yeah, I said, they need to tighten up. Like I said, that's why I try to give them slack, because like I said, a young company, some things, after all this time, should be getting right by now.
Yeah, just basic television stuff.
Yeah. Especially with you at TNT, TBS, who've done TV forever. If you're working with those type of people, come on. I mean, it should be nothing for them. Like I said, people who they got doing it. If we got new people or long-time veterans, I don't know either way, but either way, it should be looking almost
better
perfect.
than what it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, other than that, I thought the episode of Dynamite wasn't a bad episode. You know, I will say over the past couple of weeks, the episodes of Dynamite have gotten better, more interesting.
Yeah, it's like,
so at least.
Just like it was, coming out of the summertime last year. It definitely got more intriguing, especially going into All In. It's going back to that now with all the stories there. I think like every match on Revolution is going to be interesting. It has a kind of pretty good story going into them. And like I said, I can't really guess who's winning these matches. And so I think Revolution is going to be one of the best ones in a while. from AEW. I mean, all the pay-per-views are great. It's just the TV that shows that are hit and miss. And some of the storylines are, have, stop and go or whatever. But with this one, I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, all the matches are going to be great, of course, but it's just the stories going into them are good. So I just ready to see how they come out and what the follow-up is. That's the part that's I hope is good.
Yeah, especially me. Feel the same way. Everything they usually do is pretty good when it comes to pay-per-views, except it had a bad Double or Nothing. I can't remember what it was. It was a Double or Nothing that was awful. But other than, it was 2023. That's what it was. World's End 2023 was bad too.
And I don't know. I think they got AEW has been shortening it up on their time too. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, because they don't put as much matches on the card as they used to.
Yeah.
These have oh my goodness, so many. I mean, you go to something like All In. All In hasn't happened yet, but I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good pay-per-view because I mean, it's got top-tier matches across the board. All of these matches in their own right should be good. Even the Copeland and Moxley match. I may not enjoy it, but there are going to be elements about it that are enjoyable.
Yeah. And so I'm trying to think, going back to what happened this Saturday, Elimination Chamber. I know we just talked about AEW. I just want to go ahead and make sure
any other matches there?
Yeah, I think we covered everything because it's only like the 2 chamber matches.
It's the Unsanctioned match. Well, the only thing we didn't talk about is the tag match, but that's a SmackDown event.
Man.
Stratton. Which I still don't understand where this match came from.
You gotta expect Tiffany to win unless Charlotte just interferes and costs her that match.
I guess.
Because they already got a T-shirt for Tiffany and Trish together. Trishy and Tiffy time, something like that.
That sounds awful.
Yeah. So you gotta look at that. We'll see. But as far as the chamber goes, we are doing a watch along. Well, join us on the live stream. So we'll be right here on YouTube. Hey, check us out. We'll continue to update you on it and continue to notify you. But if you hit that bell, you'll know. If you hit that bell, hit subscribe and hit that bell, you'll know when we're coming on to watch the show. Let's watch it together. Let's talk about it together. Let's do it. So we will see you this Saturday, Champions Corner podcast. We'll be watching Elimination Chamber. So join us on there. Join us on TikTok and all the other platforms. Like, comment, subscribe. We'd love to talk to you. So, and we will see you this Saturday. Join us. Let us know what you think. See you next time. Hey.
Good night, everyone.
I wanna, step into the ring, it's the Champions Corner time. WWE and we break it down. We shine from the top rope to the mat. All the action, all the heat. Champions Corner podcast where the real fans meet. Champions Corner podcast, where the